All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors to the apostle elders, the great millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's Brother Shati from the Chicago camp coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. And yeah, you got some more Edomites on TikTok voicing their disdain on who they thought was going to be their great white hope. All right, because this man has been in office just over 100 days, and people, especially the people that voted for him, are highly upset that now, as the old proverb goes, the old saying goes, the shoe's on the other foot now. They don't like the way it fits. So we're going to let this old Edomite talk. And we'll get some scripture that weak ass had, make America savage again. America has always been savage. Okay, this place was founded on rape, robbery, and murder. And now you damn devils are upset because now you're getting raped, robbed, and murdered. Got some damn nerve. But nonetheless, let's let this video play.
I've had enough. Yeah, I've had enough of this horse shit. I don't give a shit what kind of law you make. I ain't gonna follow it. I ain't paying my taxes this year. I just don't even care. I'm not gonna be ruled by tyrants. I'm done. No taxes. I'm not following your goddamn laws that you make that are arbitrary and unconstitutional. I just ain't doing it. I've had fucking enough of your bullshit. Washington State, Oregon, California, kiss my ass. I ain't following no more laws. No more new laws that don't make no sense. Your little snitch line and all your bullshit you got going on, I'm not doing it. I'm not funding your scams and your NGOs and your fucking bullshit. Your wars, your thieving. Yeah, thieving. You loudmouth politicians that don't give a fuck about the common person. I'm done. I've had enough. I am no longer going to participate in your horse shit. And I don't give a fuck what you try to take from me. I come into this world with nothing. I'll go out with nothing. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you and fuck off. And on top of that, you best leave me the fuck alone, because you won't like the results if you come out here and try to stomp on my neck. It won't end well. I'm old, and I'm mean as fuck. Leave me alone.
All right, you got Edomites pissed off because, like I said, the shoe's on the other foot now. This is Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. That's right, because the main strategy in conquering another kingdom is divide and conquer. Everyone knows when the people are not unified in mind, body, and spirit, they are able to be conquered. And now we are in the time where these Edomites are broken down. They are divided body, mind, and spirit. All right, rich against poor, man and woman, Democrat, Republican, Libertarian. All right, straight, pink elephant lifestyle, chomos. Okay, these guys are divided in every way possible. All right, rights for everyone, rights for so-called Jakes. Got folks that are not for equal rights for Jakes. All right, bad Uncle Esau's kingdom is divided on every front, and this is why it's going down. And it says, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Right, the entire nation of Esau and his tribesmen, they are all divided. All right, you got the Edomites in America are beefing with the Edomites in Canada. All right, the Edomites in America are beefing with the ones in Europe. Okay, and then you got all of them beefing against the chief house of Esau, Edom, Amalek. So even amongst themselves, they are totally divided. I'll read that again. It says, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. All right. And as we can see now clearly, than years before, this place is on its way out. And as it's on its way out, you have people that are becoming more angry and discontent with their government. And the reason why they're doing that is because of Isaiah, what's that, 10:1, about woe unto them. No. What's that, Isaiah? I thought I put 10. I put 1 and 1. Isaiah 10:1, it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and right grievousness which they have prescribed. Right. Because every law that these elite devils has come out with, it immediately affects Jake. But then once they're done abusing Jake, okay, they apply this law to everybody else. And so now these Edomites are feeling the squeeze. They're losing homes. They're losing apartments. They're losing cars. Their wives are divorcing them. They're going through Title 4D. Okay. They're losing their pensions. They're being put on blast for being people of poor moral character. Okay. All the things that were said about us are now being said about them. And you have the common average man is highly upset about it, because he now knows that the wool has been pulled over his eyes and he's had enough. And you heard his rhetoric. This man is ready to go. And that's the thing. When you piss people off, when you push them back into a corner so much, okay, eventually they strike back. It's like our parents used to tell us back in the day, all right? Don't fight a scared man. And when you get older, you find out why you don't fight a scared man, even if by chance you haven't experienced that firsthand, you've seen it, okay? And see, this type of oppression, okay, is about to be met with a lot of civil unrest, as spoken of in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, starting at the 14th verse. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. The guy made the threat. Hey, you don't want to come after me. You don't want to try to step on my neck. It's not going to end well. This man's basically saying, look, you try to come after me, I'm going to do whatever it takes. And you know, Edomites are big into their guns. So you know, when he says that they better be careful, all right, you best to believe that hot lead is going to be involved. And it says, verse 16, for there shall be sedition, a violent uprising among men. I don't give a fuck. I'm not paying my taxes. I'm not obeying any laws. What is that? That is civil disobedience. And civil disobedience eventually leads to civil violence. And it says, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. The man said, I don't care. He didn't specifically name anybody, but you know who he's talking about. If he's talking about these unrighteous laws and decrees, he's talking about these politicians, the low-level elites and the big-level elites. He says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And there's many Americans like this Edomite here who are absolutely ready to take up arms and get to work. All right. You see the letters on him. on his page or above his head, I've had enough. Because we all know, as the old saying goes, hey, when people have nothing to lose, that's when they lose it. So that's all I wanted to say on this. Hope you all were edified. Till the next time, we're going to say shalom.